All right, always ready. I'm here with the special and Sivanasi Nontshinga. Sive, we're back in the gym. Of course, it's been a no festive season for you, really, preparing to get your world title back. How are you feeling?
First of all, let me greet everybody who's watching this, and also to you, Hayden. It's such a great pleasure to be in your platform, and as you know that we always appreciate you. To be honest, I'm good. I'm healthy, I'm strong, I'm fit, mentally, physically, and spiritually, after what happened in Monte Carlo, and fortunately you were there, so you saw everything, you witnessed it, but we're back, I've watched everybody trying to cheer up with their families, having some stuff like festivities, and I was there, in the gym, working 24/7, trying to make sure that I get to the top, so that now that the redemption is finally here. I had to sacrifice my time back at home, but I enjoyed everything because being with my family helped me a lot, like mentally, even spiritually, because I've missed them a lot, So yeah, we're back again, and we're ready to get in the square and take what belongs to us back.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that as well, because obviously it's a first loss in a career. It's a crushing, obviously, feeling, but you mentioned that you were surrounded with family, so you got a lot of positive energy around you to reinvent yourself almost. This is a big fight coming back because this belt, it's probably one of the first time in history that the IBF's ruling that you're going to get an automatic rematch. I mean, that must make you feel good that you can get back on track with a win in Mexico.
Yes, Hayden, it simply means that there's something that I'm doing very well, and my management, they are such a great people. Like Colin Nathan, let me give credit to him, my father, Sianda Zingelo, for making sure that every time when I'm trying to keeping on, they are there for me, making sure that I look sharp as ever. So yeah, it's such a great feeling, losing a title and then all of a sudden you just get a rematch same time, So yeah, it simply means that I'm blessed, and I will forever be grateful to have them in my corner.
Yeah, let's talk about the incident which occurred. I'm just going to bring you back to that night in Monte Carlo. What happened? Why did that happen? And if you can explain to the people at home what you did wrong, maybe in that instance.
This is the game. People need to understand that. Even the great Muhammad Ali's, they once kissed the canvas. It's part of the game, man. I know, falling down is part of life, but getting back up is living. Man. So you gotta apply pressure. You gotta make sure that you pull up your socks. You make sure that you air up your game. You listen. You remain teachable. You listen to your people. So I can't say much, I can't complain, I'm a person who take full responsibility of everything that is happening on my life, So career-wise, I'm blessed, man. I just threw a careless jab. It was just a careless mistake, a slightly mistake, and then he capitalized on it. But now I've made sure that I've tightened every loose end, and come 16th of Feb, I'll get inside the square and bring back my title.
Right, so you'll be fighting Curiel. How did you rate him before the fight, and now going into Mexico? Obviously, you're going to his home ground. How do you see him as an opponent?
This is a game, bro. You can't underestimate each and every opponent. You gotta make sure that you respect your opponent, but you gotta make sure that you punish him. So he's a good boxer. He's not tough. He's a good boxer, but because of he capitalized to one of my mistakes, which is the 13 other opponents couldn't see. So he's smart enough. Let's give credit to him. But I'm back. Now. It was a learning curve, because now I know that I mustn't do that anymore when the opponent is closer. So yeah, I'll step inside the square once again and make sure that I make African nation proud.
Right.
Yes.
And I think as well, you're mentioning a lot in the build-up to the previous fight that you wanted to knock him out. You wanted to return to knockout ways. Has that changed for you now? Have you changed, or are you looking for the same thing again?
My brother, I'm looking for the same thing again. But if it doesn't happen the way that I planned, in this life thing, you can't force anything, bro. You gotta be humble. You gotta stay down and wait for the opportunity to come, and then you gotta grab it with both of your hands. So if opportunity comes, I'll go all out. But you must know that this time around, I'm bringing a lot of fire.
Right, and the last time you were in Mexico as well, beautiful display from you. Are you looking to put on a better display or a similar type of display?
For sure, bro. That's what I want to do. I want to be rated as one of the Hall of Famers in the history of international boxing. I want to be a Hall of Fame. So I promise everybody who's gonna be watching on that day, I'll get inside the square and fight like a true warrior, and yeah, I'll get the victory again.
Right, and there was an interesting comment I saw on social media as well from another Matchroom fighter, Sonny Edwards. He recently lost to Bam Rodriguez, but he's decided now maybe on a career change to come down in weight and challenge the winner of the fight between you and Curiel. What's your thoughts?
You know, bro, let me tell you something, you know. If you want to be one of the great, you gotta fight the great. So he saw that I'm one of the greatest boxers, you know, on earth. So he wants to fight with me so that he can make a name for himself. So, bro, why not? If the opportunity comes, let's go, let's do it. Let's make like the fights like Mayweather Pacquiao, you know, the big fights, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, Sugar Ray Leonard, and Marvin Hagler. Let's do that. You know, let's make boxing like, let's bring back the spark again. So if he wants to do it and then we have the opportunity, why not?
And I wanted to ask, did you watch his last fight? I mean, have you watched much of his career?
Yeah, I've watched his fight against my former stablemate, Moritim Talani. I've watched his fight. He's a good boxer. I've watched him when he lost to Bam Rodriguez, which is his last fight. He's a good boxer. I ain't going to take it away from him. You know, in this life thing, bro, no, we don't have to complain each other's blessings. You know, we're good where we're good at. But at the end of the day, we got to step inside the square and see who's the real true king. Exactly.
All right, and you know, if that fight had to materialize, obviously a massive fight, potentially in the UK, a new ground that you could be tackling.
Bro, you know, like it's crazy because I've always wanted to tour around with this sport of boxing. But if it happens, my brother, it will be a dream come true. You know, it's I think it's the third country. I mean, it's the same country because I went to Mexico. I'm going to Mexico for the second time. So like, I'm good and I feel blessed. And it came so early, you know, because I wasn't aware that everything is going to happen like right now. But I promise that I'm still going to be humble, you know, down to earth and make sure that I work so hard and remain teachable, as I said, and respect my people, you know, everybody, you know. And keep on working hard and polish each and everything and learn. Let me give credit to my sparring partner, Frank Sotomele. He was there for me even at the beginning of preparations, even the last fight he was there. Let me give special thanks to the whole hot box, you know, bro, because I've been here, I've been working so hard. They've been welcoming me with their warm hearts and hands, you know, bro. I am going to take it away from the great people that I work here with. You know, there's Ramla Africa Promotions, man, back at home. Sister Mfesa, she's a mother, you know. I've always been with her since day one, bro. I think when I first saw her, I was, I think, 17 years old. So she has been holding me down, and Teres Ndu too. Both of them, they've been nothing but like parents figures to me, you know. Yeah. So everything I do now, it's not long about me, bro. It's about you, Hayden, because you're always here. You know, you always make sure that you support us. You give us a platform where we can express our feelings, how we feel about the sport of boxing, what we see, you know, what we think, you know. So yeah, everybody who's making sure that they are holding me tight, I gotta do it for them.
You know, speaking about that as well, I mean, you mentioned that, you know, we're speaking for the nation as well. We saw the likes of, you know, Dricus du Plessis recently, you know, putting on display, and I don't know if you saw the reception for him at the airport, it was massive. That's what we need to see for our boxers as well, don't we?
Exactly, my brother. That's what I am trying to do to change. I want to leave a mark, man. I want to make sure that they're going to remember me, that I've managed to pave the way at the young age of 23, 24, 25. I've been there in the game, you know, and I've left a mark, and so that I made a name for myself, not only for myself, but to know that there are other kids from the hoods who are trying to make better of their lives, you know, so that they can get chances. Exactly. So it's such a great thing, man. Let's give credit. You know, I want to take this opportunity and say congratulations to Dricus du Plessis for being a UFC champion. You know, it means a lot for the South African country as a whole. You know, and yeah, once again, I'll get there and take my strap back and bring it home.
I mean, you got a massive thing going on as well with Matchroom. I mean, when that got announced as well for a South African fighter to sign with Matchroom and, you know, fights as a world champion on there, that was also massive news for the country. And you saw your social media numbers as well, you know, going up. I mean, you must also feel like, you know, up there with some of those guys.
Yes, my brother. You know, you gotta respect your hustle, man. You know, that's what I want to say. You gotta respect your hustle. You gotta make sure that you do everything accordingly. You gotta respect what you have, my bro. You gotta, you gotta watch everything, how you interact with people, how you carry yourself as a person, because you gotta, even outside the boxing, because you'll never know who's watching. You know that. So yeah. I believe if you do good, good things will come to you, my brother. You know, so I've been that person who's such giving, who's humble, who's got love, warm heart. You know, I don't mind sharing. You know. So yeah, my brother, you know, I believe in a friend. My mother was like once told me that if you help other people, you know, the blessings will come through. You know, so I've been that positive person for whole of my life. So now that things like this are happening, like getting a contract with Matchroom, it's something that I've always knew that it's gonna happen somewhere somehow because of the warm like heart that I have, the open hand that I have, you know. So yeah, man, I gotta give credit to him for making sure that they are granting me with such big opportunities, you know, fighting in such big tournaments, you know. So it's a blessing, man. I don't want to lie. It's a blessing, and I'll forever be grateful and down to earth and make sure that I grab each and every opportunity that they grant, you know, because without them and without my people here, there's no special one in Nontshinga.
It really warmed my heart when Eddie Hearn called you the flagship fighter of South Africa as well. You know, he's your promoter now, along with your management team as well. So you got a good team behind you that's going to be pushing you all the way, and obviously hoping that you get your title back.
Yes, my brother, and I believe they have like proper plans for me. You know, because they know my dream, what I want to do in the sport of boxing. So they promised me that before they even delivered their promises, and then they promised me that we're gonna go forward together, and I believe to working together we can do more. I can be a superstar, you know, who knows, and then I can be the Manny Pacquiao of South Africa, you know. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm gunning for, you know. I want to unify the division, and Matchroom is there to make that happen for me. You know, I gotta give credit to Eddie Hearn, man. Much respect for that gentleman and his team. They are doing such a great job, and yeah, once again, I want to say this and emphasize on it. I'll go back to Mexico and shine again. You know, it was a learning curve, and I'm gonna be a two-time world champion at the age of 25 years. Nobody has ever done that here in Africa. So yeah, I'm just happy, man. I'm just happy. I don't want to lie.
It's nice. The goalposts have shifted now to the two-time champion. I love it a lot. I wanted to say, because I know Curiel doesn't speak English. We saw that at the press conference when he got a translator. But I'm sure he's going to get a translator for this interview as well. What's your message for him?
To be honest, I want to tell him that he must bring his A game because I'm fit. I've been working so hard ever since I lost my title. I've been trying to keep on keeping on, and I've been working ever since. So he must know that he's not gonna face the old Steven now, who's casual. I've tightened every loose end, every screw, and he must bring his end game and make sure that we get inside the square and exchange blows in the center.
All right, we look forward to an all-action-packed night there in Mexico on February 16th. All the best for your fight, Sibe. And lastly, I just want to leave the ball on your court. Do you want to send any thank yous, any shout-outs to anybody?
Yes, let me shout out to my family, my mom back at home. I believe she's always praying for me, you know. So everything that is happening, she always told me that I should pray. I should pray each and every day. And sometimes we can pray together on a call so that the blessings can come and fall. You know, let me thank my family back at home, you know, in like my grandmom for having me in this festive season. You know, I've decided to went to the rural areas and have some time, you know, like back to my roots where I come from, and that's what refreshed me and made me this person that I am. And I gotta say, bro, I've grew from the passive that I was like 2 months ago. I'm no longer him now because I've learned new things when I went back at home. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. I can't forget my two little beautiful daughters. Your father is here. He's doing this. He's trying to make sure that he's bettering your lives, and you get everything that you want to, that you need in this life thing. And I promise you, once again, I'll prevail. Cheers.